I can't wait to see it. It's traveled all this distance. It is like unwrapping an ancient mummy.
Yeah.
It is an ancient mummy.
Have you ever wondered what secrets the ice holds? What tales of the past and perhaps the future are etched into these frozen vaults? Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary journey, where the very ice that has preserved amazing secrets for centuries is now revealing them to us in all their splendor. From a time capsule of prehistoric life in the heart of Antarctica to modern marvels trapped in frozen stasis. Join us as we traverse frozen landscapes and venture into the icy depths to unveil 15 of the most incredible things found frozen in ice. Number 15. Ancient rainforest. Imagine for a moment that we might have already found all the rainforests on Earth because we've been around for a long time. But here's the thing. We don't know everything. Back in February 2017, a bunch of scientists decided to explore the bottom of the ocean in the Amundsen Sea, near West Antarctica. It's pretty cool because what they found was like a time capsule from 90 million years ago. So there was this rainforest, right? But not just any rainforest. It was this awesome, marshy, temperate rainforest that used to thrive where Antarctica is now. Yeah, you heard that right. A rainforest near the South Pole. And what's really mind-blowing is that they found signs of this ancient rainforest in the dirt that's now at the bottom of the sea. They discovered super old plant pollen and spores like plant leftovers from ages ago. Now here comes the cool part. They took these detailed pictures of the dirt using a special kind of scanner, and guess what they found? Fossilized plant roots, all tangled up in the soil like a hidden puzzle. It's like the ghost of a rainforest, but instead of seeing the actual trees, they found clues that the trees once existed. And get this, back when this rainforest was rocking, Antarctica wasn't the icy land you see today. Nope, it was kind of like a sunny getaway spot with temperatures around 54 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty comfy if you ask me. Back then, there wasn't a massive sheet of ice covering the whole continent, and there was lots of carbon dioxide in the air. This discovery is like a game changer. Some folks used to say, plants can't grow in Antarctica, but guess what? These plant bits from the past prove them wrong. It's like a sneak peek into what was possible way back when. And yeah, some people might still doubt it, especially with things changing nowadays. But here's the twist. With the way the climate is shifting, those plant-growing conditions in Antarctica could totally make a comeback. Number 14, 48,500-year-old virus. Researchers have achieved a groundbreaking milestone by successfully reviving a virus that had been frozen in ice for an astounding 48,500 years. This remarkable accomplishment was made possible through the examination of ancient pathogen samples discovered in the Siberian permafrost. As the climate undergoes changes and the ice thaws, this extraordinary treasure trove has emerged, shedding light on the past. Among the wealth of revelations, nearly 24 viruses have been identified, with 13 of them being previously unknown to science, preserved for millennia. Driven by the desire to explore our ancestral history, a collaborative team of scientists from Russia, Germany, and France embarked on a captivating journey to bring this ancient virus back to life. The term zombie viruses has captured attention, piquing curiosity, and raising some public concern. However, it is important to note that these reactivated pathogens do not pose significant health risks to humans. They primarily affect amoeba microbes, rendering them harmless to our species. Nevertheless, as the grip of permafrost relinquishes its hold and ancient layers melt away, there is a slight potential for a virus capable of infecting humans to unexpectedly resurface. Therefore, diligent research efforts are underway to thoroughly investigate these enigmatic viruses. The goal is to acquire a comprehensive understanding of their characteristics and potential implications. By unraveling the mysteries of the past, we can proactively mitigate any potential risks that may arise in the future. Number 13. A century-old battle. Transport yourself to a bygone era, over 100 years ago, when a battle of immense significance unfolded in the icy grip of the Italian glaciers. This slice of history remained concealed, untouched, until the 1990s, when the gradual march of global warming gradually melted the ice encasing the picturesque town of Paio in northern Italy. What emerged from this icy retreat was nothing short of a captivating revelation, unraveling the mysteries of the past. As the receding ice revealed its secrets, a treasure trove of artifacts from long ago came to light, painting an evocative picture of lives lived in a different time. Amongst these discoveries were heartfelt love letters, intimate diaries untouched by the passage of time, and, somewhat somberly, the remains of courageous soldiers who had fallen during the White War of World War I. What makes this particular battle remarkable is that it claimed more lives due to the relentless climate than from direct combat, a rarity in an era dominated by guns and weaponry. The unforgiving cold and treacherous avalanches proved to be the greatest adversaries, leading to the tragic loss of thousands of young men, many of whom were just teenagers, on the unforgiving mountain terrain. During this haunting conflict, the hostile conditions and ceaseless hostility meant that many bodies remained unclaimed, lost to the unforgiving mountains. However, as the ongoing process of melting ice persists, more and more of these brave soldiers are being unearthed, bringing their stories and sacrifices out of obscurity and into the light. In 2004, a daring local mountain guide stumbled upon 3 Habsburg soldiers, their resting place uninterrupted for decades. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, historians delved deeper, unearthing an entire cabin miraculously preserved beneath the ice. Within the confines of this frozen time capsule, an array of ammunition boxes, steel helmets, and discarded clothing bore silent witness to the soldiers who braved the horrors of war in the snow-covered mountains. Amidst this collection of artifacts, the most poignant discoveries were personal items, weathered photographs, delicate newspaper clippings, and fragments of trench art. These tangible relics not only enrich our comprehension of the past, but also bring solace to families who have long yearned for answers, their hearts laden with uncertainty throughout the passing years. Number 12. OTZI. The Iceman. More than 30 years ago, experts found a well-preserved body lying face down on the ice. They called him OTZI the Iceman. He was discovered near a lake in the OTZI Alps, between Austria and Italy. OTZI became famous as the most well-known mummy in Europe. He lived over 5,000 years ago and was a short man, standing about 5 feet 2 inches tall. He was 46 years old when he died and used his tools with his left hand, which was unusual. If he were alive today, he would wear men's size 8 shoes. OTZI had type O blood and was lactose intolerant. The color of his eyes is uncertain, but they were believed to be either brown or blue. He had some health issues, including a rare genetic condition that resulted in him having 1 less pair of ribs than usual. His body was covered in sores, his teeth had cavities, and his intestines had harmful parasites. Before he died, he had a meal of einkorn wheat, red deer, and ibex. Sadly, this diet contributed to the earliest known evidence of heart disease. OTZI's death was a result of a sinister act. Researchers found a cut on his right hand, suggesting he was stabbed a few days before he died. Later on, he was attacked with an arrow that struck an artery in his shoulder, causing him to perish. When he fell and died, warm summer winds dried his body before it was preserved in ice, leading to its remarkable discovery by scientists. Number 11. Mount UYAYAKO'S mummified children. The story of Mount UYAYAKO'S past is sad and tragic. Many people, around 300 at least, have sadly lost their lives while trying to conquer Mount Everest. Some of these unfortunate individuals got stuck on the frozen mountain for a long time, and their bodies stay preserved there for decades or even 100 years. But among the chilling findings on the mountain, something extraordinary was discovered. The preserved bodies of children from Argentina, now called the Children of Mount UYAYAKO. Despite the kind name, their lives were actually very sad. By carefully studying these 3 children's preserved bodies, a very sad story about their difficult lives in their group came to light. Out of the 3 children, The oldest was a 13-year-old girl found in a peaceful, curled-up position. Recent research shows that these children were used for human sacrifice, purposely left on the freezing mountain as gifts to their god, probably a god their group respected a lot. This kind of ritual sacrifice was common in the Inca civilization. What's interesting is that the 13-year-old girl was different from her peers during her last years. She was treated well, like someone important at that time, getting to eat meat, drink alcohol, and have coca, which was special for that time. These things she enjoyed might have made her confused in her final days. Finding two even younger preserved bodies next to the 13-year-old girl makes these sacrifices even more sad and heartbreaking. Number 10. Woolly Mammoth. In the month of August 2010, an extraordinary event took place, a historic voyage that distinguished itself from all others, occurring in the icy reaches of Siberia, where the ground remains frozen perpetually, and temperatures reach extreme lows. Amidst this frigid expanse, a team of experts made a staggering discovery that challenged all credulity. They stumbled upon the remains of a woolly mammoth, which is like a huge, shaggy elephant, but this one lived an astonishing 39,000 years ago. This incredible find happened near Yukagir, Russia, and they named the discovery Yucca, after the place where they found it. Yucca wasn't just any mammoth, though. She was a young one, maybe between 6 to 9 years old when she passed away. But what's truly mind-blowing is that her body was preserved almost perfectly, like a snapshot from the ancient past. And get this, they found her brain, still intact. That's a big deal because usually stuff that is old turns to dust. Now, let's talk about Yucca's brain. Imagine a brain that's been around for tens of thousands of years. It's like a time machine taking us back to when mammoths roamed the earth. What's super cool is that her brain is helping scientists figure out if mammoths were super smart, like the elephants we have today. Those modern elephants are known for being really smart and solving problems. Before Yucca, people only found bits and pieces of mammoths, but she's like a treasure trove of information. Her brain is giving scientists clues about how mammoths might have thought and behaved. They're wondering if mammoths were thinkers, like the smartest animals we know today. Think about it. Yucca's brain is like a window into a long-lost world, a world where these giant creatures lived, and now we can peek into their minds a little bit. Researchers are working really hard to learn everything they can from Yucca's remains. They want to know how mammoths fit into their ancient environment, and if they were as clever as the elephants we see in zoos. Number 9. MARCELYN and FRANCINE DUMOULIN. On August 15, 1942, a Swiss couple named MARCELYN and FRANCINE DUMOULIN left their home for their regular tasks of milking cows and didn't return. MARCELYN worked as a shoemaker, and FRANCINE was a teacher. They lived a modest life with their 7 children. They seemed like an ordinary family without any problems. The disappearance of their parents became a puzzling mystery for their children, who had no idea where they had gone and remained unaware of what had happened for many years. Despite the children's persistent efforts to find their parents as they grew older, they had no success in locating them. It was not until 75 years later that the mystery was finally solved. A worker on the Loren Glacier, a snowy area above a resort at an altitude of 8,600 feet, discovered the remarkably preserved bodies of a man and a woman near a ski lift. The cold temperature in that area had kept the bodies in surprisingly good condition, even after so many years. Both individuals were wearing clothes from the time of World War II. To confirm their identities, DNA analysis was conducted, but the DUMOULIN children were confident that the bodies were those of their parents. One of the daughters mentioned that her mother didn't typically participate in such outings because she usually stayed at home and wasn't skilled at climbing. Experts believe that the couple might have fallen into a deep crack in the ice, making it impossible for them to escape, and leading to their eventual death from extreme cold and lack of food. The bodies of the couple, along with their clothing and belongings, were remarkably well preserved within the glacier. This discovery finally brought an end to the long-lasting mystery surrounding the disappearance of MARCELYN and FRANCINE DUMOULIN, providing closure to their children after many decades of uncertainty. Number 8. P-38 aircraft. In an exciting story that covers many years, let's go back to July 15, 1942. On that day, 6 brave P-38 fighters were flying back to Greenland. But something unexpected happened. They got caught in a strong blizzard and had to make an emergency landing on a frozen field in the middle of a huge icy area on a Greenland glacier. Luckily, all the crew members were saved, but sadly their planes, along with 7 others, got stuck under a massive 268-foot layer of snow and ice. Jump ahead 50 years to 1992. Something amazing occurred. One of these P-38 planes, which had been buried in ice for so long, was carefully taken out and fixed up with a lot of care. To everyone's surprise, it was in really good shape. They even gave it a special name, Glacier Girl, to show how tough it was. But the story doesn't stop there. In 2011, a new part of the story began. A team of brave experts decided to find another one of these World War II planes hidden deep in the ice of Greenland. They used modern technology like special radar on drones to carefully search through the ice and find this hidden treasure. Their hard work paid off, and they found another one of these special old planes. It's pretty amazing that even though these P-38 fighters were buried for so long, they're not just old things from the past. They show how clever humans are and can be fixed up to look just like they did before. These planes are like living proof of the past that we all share. They're really important pieces of history, each one with its own stories frozen inside, waiting for us to hear them. Number 7. Icefish Colony. Antarctica is often recognized as one of the harshest and most unforgiving climates on Earth. However, this prevailing notion does not negate the presence of animal life in the region. In the year 2022, a team of researchers achieved a remarkable breakthrough in Antarctica's southern wood Del Sea. They stumbled upon a breeding colony of nototheniod icefish, a discovery of considerable significance. This colony outstripped any previously documented icefish colonies in terms of sheer size, extending across an expansive area. The researchers' estimates indicated the existence of more than 60 million active nests, collectively weighing around 135 million pounds in total biomass. These nests of icefish were uncovered during a survey of the Filchner ice shelf. This survey was conducted by deploying a substantial apparatus towed behind the RV polar stern, moving at speeds ranging from 0.6 to 2.4 miles per hour. This specialized device captured both videos and acoustic bathymetry data, furnishing the researchers with a comprehensive understanding of the habitat. These revelations underscore the endurance of life even within the most inhospitable and demanding environments on our planet. Nonetheless, undertaking such investigations demands advanced and costly equipment to gather acoustic bathymetry data, a crucial tool in comprehending the lives of these creatures. Such sophisticated equipment is not readily available in mainstream outlets like Radio Shack. This study serves as a testament to human ingenuity and the unrelenting curiosity that drives us to explore the farthest reaches of our world, even in the face of extreme challenges. Number 6. A graveyard of fish lizards. In 2014, a team of devoted scientists were researching in southern Chile when they made an incredible discovery. They found a large collection of bones from a very old species called ichthyosaurs. These creatures appeared about 251 million years ago, much before dinosaurs did, by around 20 million years. These fossils look a lot like fish lizards, which is a good way to describe them. The amazing find happened in Todas del Paine National Park in Patagonia. The melting glaciers revealed nearly 50 mostly complete fossils of Asuras. Inside these remains, scientists found both male and female ichthyosaurs, and even some embryos. What's even more exciting is that they managed to get soft tissue samples, which is very rare. This helps us learn about the biology of these old sea reptiles. In just 100 days, they already identified 46 specimens. This makes us wonder how many more are waiting in the same place to be discovered. This discovery is really important. It gives us a cool look into the very old times and how life evolved on our planet. As scientists keep studying these old remains carefully, we're getting closer to understanding more secrets about the past that made our world. The fish-lizard graveyard shows how dedicated scientists are to finding out about Earth's history. With each new thing they find, the story of our planet gets even more interesting and amazing. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. In Alaska, situated alongside the frigid waters and icy gusts of Point Warrens near Anchorage, researchers have unearthed a collection of 85 remarkable sculptures. These sculptures were made by artist Sarah Davies. They stand strong against the tough weather and beautifully show the challenges that people all around the world face when dealing with illnesses or disorders. Sarah Davies, the talented artist who created these powerful artworks, struggled with undiagnosed fibromyalgia for a long time. This caused her a lot of pain in her muscles and bones, made her mood low, and made her feel pain more intensely. When she felt most alone, she turned to her art to find comfort and express her feelings. These sculptures look amazingly real and have an important message. When the sun goes down, they look even more real, showing how people can stay strong and determined even in very cold and difficult situations. But even though these artworks are made very well, the tough forces of nature are testing their strength. You can see this from the wear and tear that some of them are starting to show. Let's know what you think about what we just showed on screen. Number 5. 32,000-year-old seeds. In a truly amazing discovery that has fascinated researchers worldwide, a group of seeds, astonishingly dated back an incredible 32,000 years, has woken up from its icy sleep and come alive in the present day. This exciting find happened in an unexpected place, buried deep in the frozen land, resting 124 feet beneath the frozen layer, surrounded by ancient bones. At first, the idea of bringing life from these old seeds seemed impossible, even to the most experienced experts. The challenge felt like a very difficult puzzle, and doubt mixed with curiosity as the scientific community tried to understand this intriguing mystery. But with strong determination and careful attention, a devoted team of scientists worked on carefully taking out the seeds and helping them grow, aiming to overcome the limits of time itself. And they succeeded. With steady commitment, the old seeds were safely kept in small containers, a protective home where they were looked after with great care. As weeks turned into months, hope combined with excitement until finally, nature rewarded their patience with the sight of a delicate, thriving plant covered in lovely blooms. Although they may seem simple, these fragile flowers hold the weight of decades of hard research and mark a significant step forward in the art of preserving seeds. This amazing achievement has sparked a new understanding among scientists, showing a way to protect our planet's precious plant heritage. The knowledge gained from this unprecedented accomplishment has led to the development of new methods for effectively saving seeds, offering hope for the future of our diverse plant life. The revival of these old seeds has fueled a strong passion, pushing humanity's determined journey to safeguard and treasure the marvels of our natural world, making sure that the legacy of these strong seeds continues through time. Number 4. The preserved dinosaur. Travel back in time to a time long, long ago in Earth's history. Imagine a world where enormous and mighty dinosaurs roamed the land, their footsteps echoing through ancient forests. These dinosaurs were so powerful that their memory still lingers in our minds today. Although these incredible creatures have vanished from our world, the wonders of modern technology have granted us a glimpse into their past. Through the magic of science, we've managed to recreate their imposing shapes. But there's a catch. We're not entirely certain if the images we've conjured are a perfect match to reality. But hold on to your hats, because something absolutely astonishing has occurred. A genuine dinosaur has been revealed. In the year 2011, miners accidentally uncovered an immense dinosaur, preserved in such a remarkable manner that it seems to have resisted the effects of time. Stretching an impressive 18 feet in length, this colossal beast belonged to the illustrious Notosaur family, distant relatives of the tank-like Ankylosaurus. The creature's back was adorned with an array of spikes and scales, a fossilized testament to its once mighty presence. These remnants of armor provide us with an incredible insight into the creature's physical structure, helping us piece together the puzzle of its existence. Moreover, this remarkable find offers us a window into a world over 100 million years old. Back in those ancient days, what we now know as Alberta was a land basking in warmth, reminiscent of today's South Carolina. The region was blanketed by a shallow sea stretching from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to the Arctic Ocean. It was in this long-lost aquatic landscape that our unfortunate notosaur met its untimely end, succumbing to the sea's depths and becoming trapped within a frigid crevice. Little did it know that this very misfortune would be its saving grace, preserving its remains through an eon of time. Surprisingly, despite its fierce appearance, the notosaur was in fact a herbivore, contentedly munching on plants. Its armor-like skin served as a shield against the prowling predators of its time, much like the modern armadillos that navigate the world today. Number 3. Lake Vostok. Comprehending the challenges of life in colder regions doesn't require specialized knowledge of temperature dynamics. With contemplation, one can recognize the immense hardships linked with existence in such areas. Contrary to common belief, these regions aren't just about snow and ice, they also hold lakes. However, these lakes remain hidden beneath extensive layers of snow and ice. A remarkable instance is Lake Vostok, found at the southern pole of Antarctica beneath Russia's Vostok Station. This lake stands as the largest among nearly 400 known subglacial lakes in Antarctica. Much like Lake Vostok, these lakes lie under the central East Antarctic ice sheet at roughly 11,444 feet above the average sea level. Consequently, Lake Vostok rests at an exceptional depth of about 1,600 feet below sea level, and an astonishing 13,100 feet beneath the overarching ice sheet. This places it among the lowest altitude lakes globally, inherently making it one of the coldest. Due to these factors, it's highly discouraged to partake in activities like swimming in Lake Vostok. This serves as a reminder to prioritize one's health and well-being. In our understanding, the most effective approach to ensure this is simply to steer clear of ice-cold lakes entombed under numerous feet of ice. By heeding this advice, one can guarantee the avoidance of any potential issues. Number 2. 71-million-year-old fossils. The concept of embarking on a demanding expedition to Antarctica, braving the freezing temperatures and challenging conditions, might not immediately strike as an enjoyable pursuit. Yet surprisingly, a substantial number of individuals are not only intrigued by this endeavor, but are captivated to the extent that they persistently undertake it, driven by the anticipation of remarkable discoveries lying ahead. In the year 2016, a dedicated group of international scientists embarked on an audacious Antarctic expedition that would soon become a pivotal chapter in the annals of scientific exploration. What began as a seemingly perilous journey soon evolved into an exciting saga of discovery. Amidst the icy expanse of the Antarctic region, the team unearthed an astonishing treasure trove of fossils and dinosaur remnants, hidden for eons beneath layers of snow and ice. These astonishing findings, estimated to be approximately 71 million years old, provide us with a tangible link to a distant past. Some of these remnants trace back to the twilight years of the dinosaur era, adding to the enigma and fascination surrounding these ancient creatures. Most intriguingly, the majority of the uncovered fossils belong to marine inhabitants of the past, including the intriguing presence of early duck-like creatures from a geological epoch known as the Late Cretaceous period. This discovery significantly contributes to our understanding of the evolution of life on Earth and the conditions that prevailed during that era. The magnitude of this achievement becomes even more apparent when considering the immense challenges the team faced in reaching the expedition site. The frigid climate, treacherous terrain, and logistical complexities would have deterred many, yet the scientists' dedication prevailed, culminating in a success that resonates far beyond the scientific community. Reflecting on the journey, it's awe-inspiring to contemplate the dedication and determination that drove the team past potential obstacles. Such commitment yielded outcomes that far exceeded initial expectations. It's worth acknowledging that their relentless pursuit of knowledge has enriched the scientific landscape. opening new avenues of understanding and casting light on a chapter of Earth's history that would otherwise remain shrouded. Number 1. A 57,000-year-old young wolf puppy. In 2016, archaeologists found something very exciting in Canada's Yukon region. They discovered a frozen young wolf puppy in the super cold ground that had been there for an astonishing 57,000 years. The person who came across this amazing discovery was Neil Lovelace, who worked as a miner. Even though he didn't find a valuable shiny rock, what he found was even more incredible: the oldest and best-kept wolf mummy ever found. Neil Lovelace took the wolf mummy out of the frozen ground very carefully and put it in a huge freezer until experts could look at it closely. After looking at it a lot, they figured out that the puppy was a young girl who lived when big American mastodons were walking around Canada. The local people named the wolf mummy Jour, which means wolf in the Han language. At that time, the big icy parts in the north were getting smaller, and Canada was getting warmer as the snow melted from the grassy lands. This made new life come into the area. There were camels, beavers, mastodons, and gray wolves in the forests. Jour's DNA showed that she came from wolves in both Alaska and Eurasia. What's interesting is that the wolves in Yukon today are not like her, which suggests that the gray wolves that lived there a long time ago are all gone, and different wolves from other places took their spot. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.